Sinigang is originally from Luzon. It's a Tagalog dish, and for some, the word sigang simply means to boil. Over time, sinigang became a general term for any dish served in a sour broth. Today, tamarind is a default fruit people think of when they hear sinigang. But tamarind wasn't always the origin of the sour flavor. Sinigang evolved with the cultural environment and ingredients available to the different Filipino communities. Interestingly, sinigang wasn't traditionally part of Visayan food. It's only recently that it has become more common there because of the spread and influence of Tagalog lutong bahay. But beyond history, sinigang is important because it's an intangible cultural heritage. It represents Filipino identity, as every Filipino family has their own style and their own right way to cook it. That diversity reflects how Filipino culture works: flexible, adaptable, but grounded in local ingredients.
My favorite way to eat sinigang is the way that my dad cooked it growing up. He just used what was available to him in Utah, so he didn't have access to some of the vegetables that he would have used in the Philippines. So he would use zucchini or other squashes, he would use spinach, and then instead of traditional pork belly, he would actually use salmons. Fun because it's usually paired with spending time with family, like cooking with family, and helps me to feel really connected to that side.
I think for me, it's just that food is one of the strongest way that I stay connected to being Filipino, especially because I'm far from home. Even just like one bowl of sinigang, it can bring back all memories. And I feel like every time I cook a Filipino food, I am preserving something. Even if the recipe changes a little bit, the feeling like still stay the same. So I connect it to my heritage and even my identity as a Filipino.
I asked June this question and he said something really interesting. He said that when you make a national dish, you have to have a national recipe. As we've learned, there's just so many different ways to make it. If you're gonna preserve something officially for the whole nation, then you need an official recipe, but I think intangible culture is not as simple as that. We asked people how they cook it and we asked them to teach us. I think that act in itself is preserving an intangible culture.
Well, it also shows how adapt to what cultural heritage is, because I think each region, the way they cook it, their version of cooking it, it depends on their access to the ingredients. Some regions in the Philippines, it's easier for them to access seafood, so they use shrimp and fish instead of pork. So I feel like that also shows how flexible and adaptive a culture should be.
And still calling every version of the dish sinigang connects people from all regions and across the world.
Hello everyone. So we're making pork sinigang. We have onions, tomatoes, radish, string beans, eggplant, pechay bagyo, water spinach. We don't really do measurements. It just all depends on how much you feel. Let the ancestors guide you. Oh shucks, sorry. Oh dang, there's a lot of tomatoes. But we are gonna add them all because the more the better. Always. Still putting them in. There is a lot of tomatoes here. How much tomatoes was this? Really? That's a huge tomato. This is just like the plain and basic one. This is the OG. This is with gabi. Gabi is the root crop, so that's like taro. So it gives the soup a richer texture. It's because of how starchy it is. If an unripe fruit is sour, then we can use that for sinigang as long as it's sour. So one of the examples here is sinigang sa bayabas. Bayabas is guava. So this is unripe guava and it's usually super sour. In the Philippines, we have this word called mukasim. It's a combination of two words. Muka means face and then asim means sour. So it's your sour face. So it's what you look like when you taste something sour. We would say in Tagalog, gusto ko na grabe yung mukasim ko. So I want an extreme mukasim or like sour face. So we want it to be that sour. Filipinos don't usually care. We still want piping hot soup even if it's 100-degree weather with 100% humidity. It's just a staple. We're just gonna try a little bit. Yep, that is tender. Tendernism. That's another anthropology term. It's linguistic anthropology in action. That's hot. We're anthropology people, and we believe everything evolves. So we can add whatever we want to the sinigang, and we shouldn't feel bad to innovate. And that's it. That's how we make sinigang. That's how I make sinigang, or that's how I was taught.